Hello, Steve White, Steve White's 89. A few rumours about the new He-Man show. Both of them. The first rumour is about the first show Netflix announced. Now, one of the rumours about it was that it was going to be focused more on Teela and her journey to uncover the secrets of Grayskull in relation to her becoming the sorceress or taking over from the sorceress or fulfilling her destiny as the sorceress, because if I remember correctly, she was the daughter of the sorceress. So it's all about her, which sounds bizarre at first, but then when you consider the current climate of Hollywood and woke culture and gender politics and all that, it doesn't seem totally impossible that it could go that way and that someone could be thinking of making a He-Man series about Teela and sidelining He-Man and having him in the background. But at the same time, it also does kind of sound like the scaremongering that you kind of get from the haters who try and discredit any new show by saying it's all woke and all about feminazis, and so it's hard to tell. Both sides have agendas, and it's hard to tell which is which. But I've heard a few reports now that it is going to be all about Teela, and she's going to be helping He-Man, Prince Adam, become He-Man or something. But that contradicts the actual chronology of the show, where obviously he already is He-Man. Prince Adam already is He-Man. So that might be rumors coming from someone who doesn't know the show that well, because how is she going to help him? You know, it's not an origin story. I mean, it's not even an origin story of her. Maybe it may, actually, it may go into where she came from, but it's not going to go back. Oh, maybe they could look back in the past. I don't know where it's going. But the other rumor about it is that it's going to be about her and her girlfriend, because now apparently Teela is a lesbian and she has a girlfriend, and it's going to be all about those two characters exploring Grayskull's mysteries and so forth. So that's an interesting rumor, an interesting take, and I can totally see them doing that. But at the same time, I can see it totally being gossip and rumor to go along with a lot of the scaremongering the haters are doing on the other side of the camp. So really not sure where that's going to go. I wouldn't put it either idea past anyone, because the original story was it was going to be a direct continuation of the original cartoon in the same style and everything, just slightly updated art, and everyone was happy. And then it came out it was about Teela, and that they were trying to sell us on the He-Man show and then give us the Teela show instead. And now the new 3D show has been announced, and some people are saying this is Mattel's attempt to get He-Man back, because they want to make an actual He-Man show about He-Man and not have it be about the woke agenda and gender politics, and have it be about Teela instead, because they don't like what's happened with She-Ra, which they gave to DreamWorks, which they are pumping out. They've done 4 seasons in 1 year, basically. They seem to be trying to get that off the table before He-Man comes out, because they don't seem to want them clashing or relating or contaminating each other. So that's interesting as well. Now the 3D version is supposed to be a total reboot for contemporary audiences and for families today, which means it may be totally unrecognizable as He-Man, and it may be woke as fuck. So I'd like to think it's just different animations, it's just the 3D version, and Mattel wants to just do a pure He-Man series just to sell their He-Man toys to boys, and it's not going to be about woke agenda and all of that stuff, which apparently Kevin Smith's version is. But again, this could be these are rumors, but this could just be made up. So I'm just reporting what I've heard. I just find it interesting, the idea that they would take a boys brand, because what I heard about Disney was the part of the reason why they bought Star Wars was because they didn't have a boy audience. Boys, once they hit puberty, lost interest in Disney apparently, and they bought Star Wars to bring the boys in, and then they turned it into a girls' story. So they kind of missed the point, and I can kind of see another studio doing the same thing with He-Man, buying this great sort of boys action adventure series and turning it into a woke series about a couple of lesbians. I wouldn't put it past them, but it sounds absolutely ridiculous at the same time. So but we've seen stranger things in Hollywood, so I'm not sure where that's going to go. So those are sort of the rumours for both sides of both of those two. The 3D version it's all about Mattel. There's two sides of that. One is that it's all about Mattel wanting to get their He-Man back and the classic He-Man back and sell their toys and not have it be contaminated by current day politics. And the other story is that they're actually doing the complete opposite, and they're totally rebooting it for today's audience, for the woke audience, for the Karens and the lifestyle brand women, as opposed to the actual little boys. So it's really bizarre, the rumours on both sides and the agendas, and trying to work out. And there's just no point really trying to work out what it's going to be until we get closer to the dates. And until we actually get dates, we still don't have dates of when they're being released. We just know who's making them, Netflix, and who's involved, and that's it. Everything else is rumour. But some interesting rumours, so I'm just going to leave that there. Thanks.